that wolf anywhere near me. I would just probably keep him away because all wolves gonna be able to kill you off is like moves that are like all really close to each other. So all Pelca would have to do is run away.
Yeah, his entire move kill set that he's aiming for in this, when he's not trying to get him from there, is just down smash and back air. Because most of the time, Snake's not approaching you to get caught by forward smash. It's like, no, I want to trade with you. So the best bet he has is reading a missed tech or tech chasing with down smash. So he was doing a good job of staying far enough away from it. And then the moment Hawk got impatient, he was catching him with the up tilt. But it wasn't too impatient because he brought it back. Like, again, this is really how these matchups go lately. Like, there's nobody who like bodies the other person anymore. It's always really close.
That's good though because it makes it really entertaining to watch first off, and it just keeps things entertaining in general.
Yep, and that's how we improve in general as players. Like the quality of content that we have for players for one is really good, but also everybody really wants to win. Like the hunger here is really strong. And it's getting closer to like the tri-state area that I've been looking for. And I'm really happy that it's finally getting close to that. I also love when people pick actual music, like what they did.
Streamer out here jamming out.
Yeah, Streamer is having a good time. But again, you know, you need players like that to push you. Yeah. And when you have these type of rivalries that start to get built up because it's like, man, you're always the person in my way to get to winners finals.
Yeah.
It's so important to take that with stride and learn from it. Now, opting to go to he went to Battlefield. I'm assuming that one of those bans was definitely Smashville.
Yes.
Actually, no, that wouldn't have been the case because Pelca won. So Hawk.
Maybe Hawk's just trying something new. I guess I can see why. I don't imagine Pelca getting out of disadvantage state very easily with these platforms in the way.
Yeah, well, that as well as the fact that, like I was saying before, he wants to control a third of the stage. Now it's that much easier because you can control a little bit more than half. Like you see where he puts the C4, he could drop grenades on the other sides and force a very uncomfortable approach for Hawk.
But Hawk can also do a very good job of like keeping control of like the whole mid-stage shit with his lasers. I saw him earlier.
Yep.
Snake couldn't really get in. He had his lasers pressuring the bottom, and then he had his all Wolf's aerials like pressure getting up the top. That was really good C4. These C4s are really hard to watch, and Hawk just keeps getting caught by them.
Yep, and Pelca always is it in a very quick defensive option. It's like, all right, I'm gonna place it and retreat because I'm gonna make you feel like you have an opening to expose here, but instead you're gonna get caught. I see right there. He threw it out intentionally after the explosion to try and anticipate an anti-air from Hawk.
As we can see, Pelca right now is just like trying his hardest to keep the stock. That was a really good punish on the neutral get up and losing that stock. Right now, pretty even game though.
It's very smart too because at 14%, it's like what's the worst that happens here? I take a trade off of this. No biggie.
Exactly. Yeah. Something interesting is like Snake can actually duck under Wolf's lasers.
Oh yeah, he can low profile them like crawling.
Yeah, it could be useful in some situations, but right now, these two players are just kind of going back and forth.
I want to see a lot more usage of like that dare out of shield because if there's one thing that Ally does better than the rest of the Snakes currently is using a lot of dare out of shield, especially when people are pressuring them. It's big damage and it sends you pretty far, so it allows Snake to like reset up shop.
Yeah, it allows Snake to like get it back his advantage. Snake and advantage is horrifying actually.
Yeah, especially with Wolf having a rather worse recovery. But again, you know, Hawk hasn't really allowed that to get too far out of like range. Just running up,
grab him. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Pelca did not expect that one. He probably would expect him to be a little afraid because he did throw out the
wow. That's another one of those situations. Is like, all right, I know so much what you're gonna do because of how much we've been playing. He had like Hawk was looking for the jump read, and Pelca knew he was looking for the jump read.
Yeah, but like, I just can't imagine like how would he be able to see that coming? That's the first time I've ever seen.
You know, worst case scenario as well. Like even if he didn't know it was a jump read, he was putting on option coverage with that up tilt. It's like, all right, if he rolls or if he goes for a short hop in air, I'm gonna win this trade.
Pelca did a real good job in round just running away. After that up tilt, I guess I just kind of demoralized Hawk and. Yeah, just gets with the laser. And Nikita is really good for edge.
Yeah, and he got hit at like the perfect angle. If he was a little bit lower, he might have maybe been able to tech, but it was so close at that point. Yeah, untech.
But like, it's Wolf. He has to be close.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you can't dig deep or you're gonna kill yourself.
Exactly. Most biggest weakness, but
I mean, you gotta have some kind of weakness
exactly.
when you have that many good options, right?
Exactly.
and
I
that's,
just want to make a character fair.
that's a pretty common theme too. Like I like the fact in this game that a lot of the really strong characters don't have excessively good recoveries.
Exactly. They all have like one big weakness,
Yeah.
but like also like it's like a trade-off. They have one big weakness, also one big like really good strengths.
Yeah, and even characters like Palutena, you can punish that warp pretty easily if you know the timing. So it's not like it's it goes pretty far, but it has no hitbox and it's punishable. Characters like Roy and Chrom, exposable up Bs.
Yeah.
Wolf, worse recovery. Actually, one of the better recoveries amongst the higher caliber characters right now, besides Peach, is Wario. Like he has multiple options except for when he uses the bike, but he can at least get back a little bit easier.
Some people don't honestly use enough, which I wish they was like Waft.
Yeah, you have 3 stocks. Like you can recharge it.
Do you think Hawks they choose a different character? You think about a counter pick?
Oh, well, maybe. I guess so. I don't think he is. Like I think he's trying really. Like he's kind of like he's soul searching right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like your best character so far has been the Wolf.
Yeah.
Like you want really badly to like try something different to throw him off because you feel like you're kind of downloaded right now. But at the same time, if you can reverse that download, if you could get into their head by playing out the same character you're really good with, then that's going to help carry your momentum. But if you just switch character for the sake of switching characters, that's usually how you're going to end up getting 3-0.
I think this match is going to heavily rely on momentum, especially for Hawk. If Hawk can get momentum, then that's going to be spelling bad news for Pelca. But if Hawk doesn't, Pelca should be able to run away this whole match and just win off of that, and off of trades and everything like that. Right now, though, it's looking pretty even. Pelca with a little bit of the lead right now.
Yeah, but Pelca actually has gone a little bit more aggressive now. Like we were just talking about the trades that he wants to get, but he's throwing out the Nair now. He's trying to catch him on landings. It's caused him to even the game back up because of it. But
that was a good reaction to down smash. Wolf's down smash, he definitely died of that.
Oh yeah, if he got clipped at the ledge, it doesn't matter. Like if Battlefield being a little bit wider, he would have died.
High recovery, that's smart. I like how he didn't exactly go over the stage. A lot of times I'll see Snake players go to the middle of the stage while recovering, but Pelca he'll just go back to the ledge, and he's it's not getting punched for it either. I think it's really smart.
Yeah, and Hawk Giant. I like that delay there with the multiple grenade tosses. Like trying to cover him from being able to jump is one thing. All right, just getting the dash attack to be able to. I think that's his first lead. No, never mind. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong character. Pelca taking the lead again.
Something I do want to say is up tilt's kind of hard to stealth out, actually. It has a lot of priority and has a lot of range too, and there's not a lot you can do to really stop it. I guess you have to beat it out before it comes out, but that's pretty hard to do itself, and it's really scared to do it itself.
Yeah, it's a lot of times with the character designs, they'll make one good priority move as their kill option, and Snake doesn't like that. That's pretty much what Snake goes for all the time.
I think Snake has. I think Snake's.
They needed to make it good.
I mean, I don't know why they buffed it again.
Me either, but
I've learned not to question Nintendo.
Like, look, he's been gone long enough. We need to keep giving him buffs.
No, he doesn't. He's fine.
I'll tell you, K-Rool is going to be the character that gets nerfed the most in this game. I guarantee it.
Ninja.
I really hope he doesn't, but it's going to be K-Rool that gets nerfed the most. Well,
wow,
he actually caught the grenade. I didn't realize he had it.
Pelca wasn't where he caught the grenade, too. But I guess he wasn't ready for because he wasn't ready for Nikita. That's not word.
It's one of those moments where you pulled out the Kita and it's just it's like shit.
Up tilt. Yeah, you really can't grab Snake after he doesn't up tilt your shield. That is asking you to
and
die.
Just throwing it out repeatedly too is all right. Again, that's one of those situations where it's acceptable damage. I'm at 40%. Who cares if I get hit right now? It's not that big a deal. You're gonna die.
A really hard punishing move too.
I thought that the C4 was up top there too. He's about to confirm some longer damage.
Pelca's a huge lead.
And he's been getting more aggressive. He's been getting more aggressive on his recoveries too. Like he's been slowing down Hawk from feeling comfortable to go punish him on his landings.
I feel like Hawk's getting frustrated right now
I
because
think so too.
He's not. Well, yeah, that was a good read. But he's not really playing back anymore. In this matchup, you definitely have to play around with grenades, and a good way to do that is with lasers. But Hawk's just not doing it at all. He's just going all at him, and he's trying to chase him down the whole time. And that's just an obvious sign of he's being frustrated.
Yeah, I think he's finally starting to do what you were just saying. It's like, wait, let me utilize my laser and try to reset this. But at the same time, this is kind of similar to what happened with Ling and Interrobang the last set. Once you have this type of lead, and somebody tries to out-camp you, why do you even need to approach them?
Something that I see Pelca doing right now is he's just camping the platforms right now, and that was really good. He was just playing patient, camping the platforms, leaving Hawk very little options.
Yep.
And if he ever went up there, he would just die to C4 and things like that, or get blown up. That was really smart for Pelca to do.
And throwing out after the dash attack, the cross-up dash attack at that, throwing out that